Hello everyone. My name is Christina. Welcome to my channel, ABAA. And today I want to talk to you guys about the topic of burnout and how to deal with it, and some tips that you may find helpful on how to deal with burnout. So if that's something that you're interested in, come on in, come on down, take a listen and just check it out. All right. So first, I just want us to talk about the actual definition of what is burnout. And according to the World Health Organization, burnout is a syndrome conceptualized as resulting from chronic workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. And it can be characterized in three dimensions. One, feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativism related to one's job. Also, reduced professional efficiency. And recently, I actually came across an article from ReThimk Behavioral Health, and it mentioned that 72% of BCBAs and RBTs, or behavior technicians, experience or reported having medium to high levels of burnout. So when I saw that number, I was like, 72%? 72? That's very high, 72 is pretty much like 3/4 of us within the field. So I'm like, let's talk about this. Let's address it, So my tips on dealing with burnout is, first, we should acknowledge it. If you feel as though you're experiencing those symptoms that I've mentioned above, acknowledge it. Oh snap, I'm guilty. That's me. Oh, okay. Because I feel as though you definitely want to put a name to it, and identify what it actually is. It's burnout that you're experiencing. A next thing that you can do is talk to a supervisor about the situation. And maybe you guys can come up with some possibilities on how to go about your feelings of dealing with burnout in general. Another tip is perhaps taking a few hours off or taking a few days off, like PTO, if your budget allows for that to occur. Before I move on, I definitely am a true believer of this cliche, and I'm sure you've heard of it too. You can't pour your energy from an empty cup, or you can't give your good energy or your good spirits from an empty cup. If you're depleted, that's it. You can't give from not having anything within, so. And the feeling of dealing with burnout, you pretty much are empty, or at least in your mind, you're feeling as though you're completely empty and you have nothing to really give. So that's a way for you to or just something to keep in mind, to think, okay, well, if this is the case, then I need to do things in order not to continue to feel this way. Because in this job, I'm speaking as an RBT, you're constantly giving. You're constantly trying your best for your clients to do well, and you well, not for me. I definitely want to see them excel and do their best, for sure. So if you don't really have it in you, or you feel as though you're completely depleted, then you're not going to be as effective as you possibly could be. Another tip, and this is one of my personal favorites, is to go on vacation. Oh, yes. Go on a vacation. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's a way to just physically escape. Yeah, you can do your 9 to 5 and stuff and you can go home, but maybe perhaps when you're home, you're still thinking of, oh, well, I have this X, Y, and Z lesson plan to complete, or I have like X, Y, and Z assignments to do, or session notes to complete and stuff like that. But when you're on vacation, you're on vacation. It's a whole nother, ball game. You're not really, or at least you shouldn't really be thinking about work. You're completely like detached. That's how I am. Another thing you can do is create boundaries, and don't be afraid to say no. Because it's okay, like if you don't want to put on more on your plate that you feel as though you cannot handle. If you cannot handle it, say no, within reason and stuff. No is a very powerful word. Another thing or another tip is to stay positive. Um, Definitely staying positive, providing your own self with like positive reinforcement is like a great plus of things you can do in order to like prevent burnout. Another thing you can do is create like a work-life balance. So that's pretty much like engaging in hobbies and like things that do not fully relate to work at all. And for example, it could be going for walks, working out, exercising, maybe cooking, maybe that's your thing, maybe reading, um, maybe even like binging like episodes on Netflix or whatever TV shows you like. Spending time with loved ones for sure. That's always a great positive thing to do. Kind of just getting your mind, unwind and like in a relaxed mode and not really thinking of perhaps like a hectic work day or something, or dealing with like your work stress. Another thing that I actually love doing, and you might think I'm weird, but I don't care, is driving in silence. There's something beautiful about silence. I think, not even I think, I know there's just something beautiful about silence. This is probably something I'm gonna have to like do a little research on, but also for me in general, because I am working with kids, kids can be loud, they like to like, they love your energy, which is great, and that's what I'm supposed to do. But driving in silence, to me, it allows my brain to just woosah. It allows my mind to just completely breathe and just reflect, perhaps even on the session that I just finished. Also, like in a way, kind of like detach of, okay, well, I just finished dealing with that session. I have something else that I'm about to do. And just, it allows me to think clear. I don't know, some people, for them, they prefer to just like blast music loud, because I do provide like in-home, in-home health, or not, sorry, not in-home health, but in-home services. So I drive from one client to another, and by pretty much taking that time in between sessions of driving in silence, it allows me to just like relax and reflect, breathe, and just come to one within my own thoughts and just listen to my own thoughts. Oh my gosh, that's a key. Just listening to my own thoughts. Listening to my own thoughts. Yeah. So another thing is, which kind of ties into what I just mentioned before, is to practice meditation. And kind of being present and in the moment, not thinking, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I forgot about this, I forgot about that, but just breathing again, deep breaths, and just coming, and coming together and just getting your thoughts, getting your mind together and realizing, okay, well, I'm here and I have to be present here. And that's like being in your sessions and being out of your sessions, of just practicing your own, practicing your own meditation. I'm sure you guys can like look on YouTube and find out some awesome different meditation stations out there for sure. Another one is prayer. That works for me as well. You know, wake up in the morning, I pray. I am religious, but it also provides me of like the opportunity to just know, okay, well, this is what is going on now, and also ties into me being present as well, and also practicing gratitude. So it's interesting how all of these all tie up to each other. Like the practicing of gratitude is like, in a way, staying positive as well. So I hope these tips help. Comment below and let me know like what you guys actually do when you're experiencing burnout. If you've ever experienced burnout, let me know. Like, what are some tips and strategies that you do that you feel as though is very beneficial? We can learn from each other for sure. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.